Trump's secret $125 million windfall. Roaming the bustling streets of Midtown Manhattan, one cannot help but encounter the presence of the former President of the United States. The imposing presence of Trump Tower, with its prominent lettering and vigilant guards, casts a shadow over Fifth Avenue. You'll find Trump Park and Trump Park East just a few blocks down the road. Additionally, there are the Trump International Hotel and Tower, Trump World Tower, and Trump Plaza. One of the properties that stands out is 1290 Avenue of the Americas, a massive skyscraper that, interestingly, does not bear the president's name. However, it holds a higher value compared to the other properties, and it's no accident. Throughout the years, Donald Trump has consistently emphasized the value of his name, even going as far as claiming to Forbes that it possessed a goodwill worth of $5 billion. However, the value of this asset, although not reaching $5 billion, has now transformed into a disadvantage, particularly in bustling cities like New York City, where the president amassed his wealth. It all began at Trump Tower, coinciding with his 2016 campaign launch event, when he made derogatory remarks about Mexican immigrants, labeling them as rapists. Soon after, the partners who had paid him to endorse their mattress, shirts, and ties started to distance themselves. Trump's business faced a widespread political backlash beyond its initial impact. His residential condos experienced a decline in value, resulting in fewer bookings from Northeasterners at his Miami resort and the departure of commercial tenants from his properties. In February, it was reported that 2 additional buildings with the Trump brand chose to remove the president's name. This decision follows removing his name from Toronto, Panama, and New York properties. Despite their attempts to capitalize on Trump's popularity in conservative areas, Don Jr. and Eric failed to establish a chain of budget-friendly hotels. A diverse range of investments is always a wise choice when building a portfolio. Trump has 2 significant buildings, one located at 1290 Avenue of the Americas in New York and another at 555 California Street in San Francisco, where his name is notably absent. They are neither branded nor operated by the Trump Organization. Contrary to popular belief, Trump does not control these properties. Instead, they are overseen and operated by Vornado, a publicly traded real estate firm with a majority stake of 70%. Trump, on the other hand, retains ownership of the remaining portion. Despite the distant connections to the former president, tenants show no signs of distancing themselves from those buildings. 2 tenants claim they were unaware of their partial payments to Trump until Forbes informed them. Since assuming the presidency, Trump's total wealth had experienced a significant decline of $600 million. This decrease can be attributed to the downturn in the retail real estate sector and the negative impact on his brand's reputation. Contrary to expectations, the 2 office-heavy skyscrapers lacking Trump's name have experienced a significant increase in value, estimated at $230 million. This positive development has provided a much-needed boost to the Trump Organization, which has otherwise faced a challenging period. Currently, 1290 Avenue of the Americas and 555 California Street stand out as the most prized assets in Trump's extensive portfolio. Those who persist in denying the former president's billionaire status should direct their attention to those assets whose stake is valued at approximately $900 million, considering any outstanding debt. It's worth noting that this amount is double the combined value of all of his golf properties, 5 times the value of his renowned branding and management business, 6 times the value of Mar-a-Lago, and a staggering 17 times the value of his stake in his DC hotel. This hotel is often seen as a hotspot for foreign dignitaries and lobbyists seeking to gain favor with the former president. Amidst the intense examination of the president's various business ventures and international escapades, it is rather intriguing that the most significant assets are 2 unassuming buildings in the United States. Even more ironic is that these properties were initially something that Trump had no interest in. This success is due to something other than Trump's business acumen. In the early 1990s, Donald was in a dire financial situation. Burdened with a staggering $200 million mortgage connected to a vast 75-acre property on Manhattan's Upper West Side, he grappled with a mounting debt and the challenge of making timely payments. A consortium of wealthy Hong Kong investors, which includes prominent figures like Henry Chang and Vincent Lo, extended a generous offer to provide financial assistance and rescue him from his predicament. They acquired Trump's debt for a staggering $89 million, resulting in a substantial 70% ownership of the property and a complete authority over it. Trump found himself in a position where he had little control, being placed in the passenger seat and having no say in decision-making. Additionally, his 30% stake was securely locked up until 2044. There was a plan to construct 16 opulent apartment towers on the site. However, in 2005, due to concerns about an impending market collapse, Hong Kong investors decided to sell the partially developed project for a staggering $1.76 billion. The plan was to invest the money into two supposedly more secure properties, 1290 Avenue of the Americas and 555 California Street, and the partners remained steadfast in their positions, prompting Trump to escalate the dispute to the legal arena. He filed a lawsuit in an attempt to terminate the partnership and claimed over $1 billion in compensation for damages. His argument hinged on the assertion that he possessed superior intelligence compared to his partners, supported by murmurs from a few acquaintances who, according to him, would undoubtedly offer a significantly higher price for the property. Tom Barrack, who would later go on to lead Trump's inaugural committee, sent the partners a casual offer via fax for $2.9 billion. Richard Lafrac granted a seat on the president's swiftly abandoned Infrastructure Council, allegedly expressed a willingness to contribute a staggering $3 billion. It was just another display of Trump's usual bravado. Independent appraisers said the property was valued at $1.6 billion, and the partners received offers as high as $1.76 billion. The judge didn't give Trump any more credibility than his co-investors did, and the courts eventually dismissed the lawsuit. The deal was completed with Trump's Hong Kong partners exchanging the land parcel for the two office towers, much to Trump's dismay and resistance. Fortunately for him, he vehemently opposed the plan, considering it a tragic mistake, only to realize it was one of the most advantageous deals he ever made. The individual primarily responsible for Trump's success is just as private as Trump is public: Stephen Roth, the billionaire CEO of Vornado. In May 2007, Vornado acquired the majority stake previously held by Hong Kong investors, resulting in Roth becoming an investment partner with the future president. Roth and Trump go way back. During the early 1990s, developers had significant stakes in a development department store chain known as Alexander's. Although the retail operation of the chain was small, it did possess stores in highly desirable locations. Everyone had their vision for the future of the business. Trump was left feeling defeated, developing a profound admiration for Roth. Roth embodied the type of billionaire that the president always presents himself as: intelligent, relentless, and a self-made success. In the 2016 campaign, Trump selected Roth to join his esteemed panel of economic advisors. After winning the election, the president appointed his partner to the short-lived Infrastructure Council alongside Lafrac. This move elevated Roth to the ranks of background billionaires who hold the president's attention despite lacking an official government position. On the other hand, their partnership has continued to be incredibly friendly. Steve tends to be rather brusque, even with his closest companions, while Donald can be pretty challenging. The Trump family has a deep admiration and respect for Stephen Roth. He possesses exceptional vision, expertise in development, and outstanding operational skills. And it's thrilled to have the opportunity to collaborate with Vornado on two of the most prestigious and renowned properties worldwide. Right from the beginning, Roth has maintained complete control. With Vornado's acquisition of 1290 Avenue of the Americas and 555 California Street, Roth has spared no expense in undertaking extensive renovations. These strategic improvements are aimed at maximizing long-term profitability. In 2012 and 2013, Vornado invested $31 million in renovating the New York office tower, giving the storefronts, elevators, and lobby a fresh look. The changes effectively attracted new tenants willing to pay higher rates. In 2015, the occupants of the building were shelling out an average of $82 per square foot, which marked an 18% surge compared to their payments 4 years prior. An impressive 2.1 million square feet translated to a remarkable return on investment of $32 million extra annual rent for Vornado and Trump.